How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? As you get ready to listen to this upcoming episode from the Playmakers Blog Podcast, I just want to let you know that you too can get into the podcast journey. It's very simple, it's very easy. All you got to do is jump on Anchor, the one-stop shop for recording, hosting, and distributing your podcast. It is 100% free and easy to use. And even with Anchor, you can get great sponsors who want to advertise your podcast. That means you can get paid for your podcast right away from Jump Street. So, in fact, reading this ad is what I'm doing right now. So, if you had the time, if you had the will and determination and the dream to be a podcaster, what you waiting for? Jump on it. Anchor is the way to go. You ready? I'm ready. The Playmakers Bar Podcast present Hoops Talk, hosted by Darnell the Playmaker Salins. NBA, college basketball, playoffs, March Madness. No matter what, we talking hoops, man. Let's get it. Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? It's a new week. Which means it's a new episode of the Hoops Talk Podcast. Brought to you by your boy, Darnell the Playmaker Sons out here in Jacksonville, Florida. We talking hoops. Hey, the weekend is over. It's a new week. It is Monday. It's a great Monday out here. You know, despite the weather and concerns. But look, man, the weekend was hot. The weekend was good. We had some good action over the weekend. And a series ended over the weekend. A series got tied over the weekend, and the series ended over the weekend. We got some things to talk about, man. We really do. Some things I got to get into. It's something. But you know how we do here on Hoops Talk with your boy. So first and foremost, last time I talked to you was Thursday, but I'm not gonna go over what happened on. I'm not gonna go over each day on this one. I'm just gonna throw them together. We're gonna go by series. And we had game 3 of the Philadelphia 76ers and the Atlanta Hawks down in the ATL. Philadelphia's up 2-1 because they won game 3, 127-111. Here's the thing what I see with the Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta Hawks, they are a team who does well when they move the ball around and they make shots. Here's the problem. It's the first shot that they want. It's really the first shot that they want. And when the first shot is taken away from them, because Philly is doing a terrific job defensively of taking away the first shot. Not the first option, the first shot. Because Trae Young is the number one option on the team. But he's not always the one getting the first shot. Philly's taking away the first shot. And then the Hawks go in panic mode. So they try to shoot, but they get caught up in the air and they have to pass it. That's how most of their turnovers happen in game 3. They got their first shot. They try to shoot it. Philly's right there on them. Now they're trying to pass it out for a shot while in midair. They're getting turnovers and Philly's going down the other way, scoring buckets. And then the supporting cast of Philly was getting off. I mean, Tobias Harris got 22. Ben Simmons gave you 18. Seth Curry gave you 12. Dwight Howard came out the bench, gave you 12. The supporting cast came alive in game 3. So now the Hawks have even more problems. But we'll see how they do with game 4 being tonight, 7:30, TNT. We'll preview that. So that series 2-1 right now. Another series that is 2-1 right now, the Utah Jazz and the Los Angeles Clippers. Because on Saturday night, the Los Angeles Clippers, they put it on the Utah Jazz on that one. 132 to 106, a 26-point victory. I gotta admit, very impressive. Now, what Donovan Mitchell, this is the Jazz first loss since Donovan Mitchell has played in these playoffs. They lost game 1 because they held Donovan Mitchell out against the Memphis Grizzlies. From that point forward, they finished off winning 4 straight against the Grizzlies, get rid of them in 5. And then they won the first 2 at home against the Clippers in this series. So they was on a 6-game winning streak. The Clippers got one on them at home. Matter of fact, the Clippers have won 2 straight games at home. How about that? How about that? Los Angeles Clippers are winning games at home now after they lost the first 3 to the Dallas Mavericks. Now they won 2 straight at home, which is a good sign. Which is a very good sign, But back to Donovan Mitchell, that man's doing whatever he wants. 30 points in Game 3 in the losing effort. Joe Ingles gave you 19, which is good. Jordan Clarkson, he dropped some weight. He only gave you 14 points. But my man, Kawhi Leonard, 34 points, 12 boards. I love it. Paul George, 31 points. I love it. Batum gave you 17. Jackson gave you 17. That's what I'm talking about. Morris, we need some more. We need some more for Morris. Luke Kennard only gave you 6 points. Need some. If you're gonna play 17 minutes, I need more than 6 points. Zubac, you're gonna have to step up because Serge Ibaka is not playing for the rest of the season. So you need to step up and do what you need to do against Rudy Gobert. But it's 2-1. 2-1. Let's see if the Clippers can tie it up tonight. We'll get to that, like I said, in a while. But it's good. That's 2-1. Then we get to the Milwaukee Bucks and Brooklyn Nets. One of the lowest scoring games the lowest scoring game in the playoffs happened Thursday night. 83-86. Bucks won, but Chris Middleton showed up in Game 3. 35 points. He showed up. But it still plays what happened yesterday. Bucks 107, Brooklyn 96. Turning point of the game was everybody's going to talk about. Kyrie Irving goes down in the second quarter after a floater, and he lands on Giannis' foot. Kyrie Irving is down with an ankle sprain. We don't know how severe is it, but word did come out that he left the building with crutches and a walking boot. Usually not a good sign. James Harden still out with a hamstring. So the load has been put on Kevin Durant. The load has been put on Joe Harris. The load has been put on a returning Jeff Green. Mike James has to step in. Bruce Brown has to do more. Landry Shamet has to do more for the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Durant gave you 28 and 13. He tried. Kyrie Irving wanted to play 7. He had 11 and 17 minutes of playing. But when you get only 8 from Griffin, 8 from Harris, 7 from Brown, 8 from Green, not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. Giannis, 34 points and 12. 34 and 12. Middleton, 19 points. Holiday gave you 14. Tucker gave you 13. Fours off the bench gave you 10. We went from looking at Milwaukee after game 2 of getting beat by 39 points to all of a sudden it's a 2-2 game and 2 of the big 3 is dealing with injuries. James Harden is dealing with a hamstring. Kyrie Irving is dealing with an ankle sprain. It's 2-2. It's the best 2 out of 3 now. That's all it is. The best 2 out of 3. We're going back to Brooklyn for Game 5. Milwaukee in Game 6. We'll see if we'll get to a Game 7. But it's 2-2 all of a sudden. It's 2-2. We got some role players showing up. Chris Middleton is showing up now. Drew Holiday's getting in the action. PJ Tucker's getting in the action. Let's see how this goes from here on. Brooklyn got some concerns now because Milwaukee's feeling themselves. And Brooklyn need to put them back on them. But they going home, so they see they can do it. Let's see if they can do it. I am loving what I'm seeing in this series. This series going 7 is what I want. I have Brooklyn winning it in 7. I want Brooklyn in 7. Okay? I will not be disappointed Milwaukee winning it, but I did pick Brooklyn. Brooklyn is my NBA champion, so we're going to roll with Brooklyn, even though I don't have James Harden and I don't have Kyrie Irving. It is what it is. Kevin Durant is you versus Giannis. It's you versus Giannis. Imano. If Joe Harris want to step up, Joe Harris versus Chris Middleton. That's the way it is right now. This is how it's going to go. What y'all going to do? Steve Nash, what you going to do? You lost 2 straight. What you going to do? What are you going to do, Steve Nash? And now There's only one series left, and this is the series that has ended it last night. The Phoenix Suns have taken out the Denver Nuggets in a sweep by winning Game 4 last night, 125-118. First and foremost, shout out to the Phoenix Suns. Shout out to Phoenix, Arizona. Shout out to the Suns fans all over the world. Y'all have reached the Western Conference Finals. Deservingly so. Chris Paul is being that leader that everybody knows he is. Devin Booker is being an assassin, trying to be the next Mamba. DeAndre Ayton doing his thing. Mikal Bridges is playing well. Jay Crowder is playing well. You got Cameron Payne coming off playing well. You got Cameron Johnson giving you minutes. You got a host of guys giving you minutes. And Monty Williams is doing a fabulous job in Phoenix. But my focus is not on the Phoenix Suns. I know what the Phoenix Suns can do. We saw them go 8-0 in the bubble last year. They just didn't have enough time in enough games to make the playoffs in the bubble. Let's just call it what it was. Some people think, why was they in it? Well, guess what? If they weren't in it, you probably wouldn't have been seeing this if they was never in it. Matter of fact, you might want to thank the bubble for the reason why Phoenix is playing the way that they playing. Because in the bubble, they went undefeated, and they gave them confidence going into this season when they went 50 and when they won 50 games. So the two seasons combined, they went 58 and like 20. They took out the defending champs, the Los Angeles Lakers, in 6. They closed them out on the road. They just took out the team the Lakers beat to win the West last year, the Denver Nuggets. They just took them out in 4. They just swept these guys. The two teams that was in the Western Conference Final was been taken out by the Phoenix Suns now in the first and second round, as the Phoenix Suns are in the Western Conference Finals. Congratulations to you guys. Shout out to you guys. My issue is with the Denver Nuggets. First and foremost, before I get to the Denver Nuggets and what I have problems with them, let me get on the refs real quick. This whole wind up and follow through thing that got Joker ejected from the game is a load of crap. That's some BS right there. Wow, he grazed him on the nose. Give him a flagrant 1. You gave him a flagrant 2 and kicked him out the game? In an elimination game at that? Really? Is that what we doing? NBA, Adam Silver, y'all need to do some more clarifying with these rules here, because the Joker should not be getting no flagrant 2 and getting kicked out of an elimination game in his own building, as he's the MVP of the NBA. Real talk. Real talk. Like, there's some real basketball fans, some real people who played the game, is looking at this call was like, are you serious? Are you really serious right now? You giving him a flagrant 2 and kicking him out the game? Off that? Or because of the letter of the law, he wound up and he followed through and the impact connected with the face and bruh. You can say he shouldn't have did that. Rightfully so. But for him doing that, you gonna kick him out the game? Out the game? You gonna give him a flagrant 2 and eject him from the game? Are you out your loving mind? What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? This game is getting softer and softer? Is that what we going to? We going to a more sensitive time now? So the game's got to be softer now? So a simple graze into the nose because he was trying to hit the ball like the dude's hand and you happen to catch him on the nose by mistake, he gets kicked out the game? Are you serious? I gotta go somewhere with that, man. I'm real. Like, seriously, man. Joker should not have been kicked out of the game for that. No. He didn't even try to hit him in the nose. He didn't even try to do that. It just happened. But yet, in the Milwaukee game against the Nets, Pat Connaughton took an elbow in the eye. He is busted up, bleeding, no call whatsoever. Nothing happened. Just kept playing the game. Dude is down on the other side of the court. They're sitting there with a cut over his eye, and you see the blood. You see blood coming out of his eye. The rest didn't even go look at it. They didn't even go look at it. but we kicking Joker out because he grazed Cameron Payne on the nose trying to hit the ball out of his hand. When Tyler Johnson was trying to go for a rebound, and he swung his arm out, caught Pat Connaughton right in that face. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. Adam Silver, you need to get with the refs. You need to get with this organization. Y'all need to get it together. Because if you're going to call something like that, every game should be called like that. I don't care who's playing. How you going to have Pat Connaughton busted open down on the other floor on the side of the court? Nothing happens. And we're going to kick out the MVP of the league because he grazed Cameron Payne on the nose. What kind of BS is this? It's some bull. I'm telling you how it is. That's some bull. That's some BS. And y'all know it. One guy wasn't even bleeding in Cameron Payne, but Pat Connaughton busted. He had to go get stitches to cover the cut above his eye. Come on now. Let's be for real. Let's be for real. Like, I need to get that off because that just bothered me. That really does bother me. Now, my issue with the Denver Nuggets. I don't call this man out, and I think I have to do it again. Michael Porter Jr. You started scoring buckets. And when you started scoring, Denver got back in the game. All of a sudden, Will Barton is the one trying to take over. Really? Will Barton? No disrespect to Will Barton and all, but really? We going with Will Barton trying to take over the game? Will Barton, not all people? No, Michael Porter Jr. You are the guy we are looking at. We know the talent. We seen the talent. We see the potential. And you just didn't want to take over the game. You ain't even try to get the ball. You ain't even demand the ball. You was like, yo, give me the ball so we can extend our season. No, you just sat there and you just played whatever you were supposed to play. It's like, hey man, I'm just doing my job and whatever it needs to be done. No. That was the time for you to say, hey, look here. We already out with Jamal Murray. We don't have Joker now. Look, our season is on the freaking line. Give me the ball and let me be the playmaker. Michael Porter don't got it in him. It's clear now that Michael Porter Jr. doesn't have it in him. He really doesn't. And it's a quite shame because with Jamal Murray coming back, with Joker coming back, if Michael Porter Jr. would get that dog in him and say, yo, I'm the final piece of making this team what it needs to be. Denver has a big three. And they ain't even go out to sign these dudes. They drafted Jamal Murray. They drafted Joker. They drafted Michael Porter Jr. They would have a big three. And the West will be even more dangerous. Because now you got to deal with Denver because Michael Porter Jr. has taken the next step, which he hasn't. And it's a shame that he hasn't. Maybe we're going to pray for next season. We're going to pray that somebody get in his ear and say, yo, you have it. You have it all. You just don't have it. Where is it at? Where's the dude that says, you know what? I am the piece that they need. I need to fully develop and just make this happen. I need to start developing. I need to start becoming that dude now. Somebody need Jamal Murray. You ain't said a damn thing to him. Let him know. You need to step up. I'm out. I need you balling your ass off. There's nothing like that from Jamal Murray. Joker, he can't say nothing because he in the locker room. He got kicked out the game. He in the locker room. But all the other guys, he really didn't say nothing. Yo, there's so many people who see this. Michael Porter Jr. is so talented that people just... It's just mind-boggling because Michael Porter Jr. is so talented and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it, and it's like, yo, bro, it's in you, man. Just get that mentality that you need to get, and it's over. People gonna be looking at them like, yo, man, shoot, we already know what Joker can do. We know what Jamal Murray can do, and here comes Michael Porter Jr. Jesus. Yo, I mean, the rest might be a battle for years to come now. It's already been battles for years. It already been over the years. The West has always been a battle. It's gonna be more everybody whenever Michael Porter Jr. decides to say, you know what, it's time me to fully turn my potential into reality. Whenever he turns the potential into reality, Denver might not be able. Nobody might not be able to stop Denver because with Murray, Joker doing what they are, doing what we know they do, and Michael Porter Jr. doing what we all believe that he can do, bruh, Denver might be a championship team. But it'll take Michael Porter Jr. to turn on that switch. And for some of us out here, man, we don't see it in him. We just don't. We want him to do it, but we're not seeing it, man. And it's a shame. It really is, because we know it was in him. We know it is, and it just doesn't come out. So it's unfortunate that Denver got swept and got taken out at home. It's a damn shame, but hey, like I said, shout out to the Phoenix Suns. Congratulations on making it to the Western Conference Finals. Now you wait to see if you'll get the Utah Jazz or the Los Angeles Clippers. And with that being said, tonight, 7:30, TNT, Philadelphia 76ers, Atlanta Hawks. Philadelphia trying to take that commanding 3-1 lead to go back home and close them out in Game 5, but Atlanta, Nate McMillan, Trae Young, John Collins. We got to see something different from y'all, man. We got to see something different from y'all. Y'all know how to take a punch from Philly and come back in it. We seen y'all do it time and time again. You get punched in the mouth by Philly and you punch them right back. The thing is, y'all revert right back to the way that got y'all punched in the first place. No, when y'all punch Philly, go for the knockout. Please, just go for the knockout. Y'all got the talent. Y'all got the talent. Y'all a young team, but y'all got the talent. This stage ain't too big for y'all. Y'all show that against the Knicks. Y'all were ready. Y'all came in hyped and ready. You did it in Game 1 in Philly. When you took home court advantage from them, you did it then. Y'all can do it again. But y'all got to do something different. In Philly, y'all keep doing what y'all doing, man. If they ain't gonna switch it up, hey, why Doc Rivers gonna change it up? Hey, man, Jordan B, that W, go ahead and get everybody else involved. Steph Curry, do what you gotta do, son-in-law. Thibault, keep harassing Trae Young. Ben Simmons, keep being the playmaker that you is. Don't even change nothing. If they gonna keep until Atlanta Hawks change something, Doc Rivers is gonna employ the same game plan he employed in Game 3. And if he does that, the Atlanta Hawks will be done in 5. But if the Hawks come out the way they're supposed to come out and punch Philly in the mouth, like they did in Game 1, we got a 2-2 series going back to Philly. I guarantee it. If the Hawks come out and punch Philly in the mouth like they did in Game 1, it will be 2-2 going back to Philly with a Game 6 coming back to the ATL. But it's on the Hawks to do it. It's on the Hawks to do it. It really is. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the Hawks going to do tonight to get this series tied. And then, speaking of a team who's looking to get the series tied, Game 2, following the Hawks and 76ers, the Utah Jazz, Los Angeles Clippers, Staples Center, Game 4. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George came up big in Game 3. Donovan Mitchell still doing Donovan Mitchell things, but the guys didn't even come with him like they were supposed to. So are the guys going to come with him this time, tonight? Or will Kawhi Leonard, Paul George make sure this series is 2-2 going back to Salt Lake City? And remember, I need the Clippers to win this game. I got the Clippers going to the finals. They my team coming out of the West. They have it. Kawhi Leonard, 2-time finals MVP. Paul George can do his thing. He just got to... When Paul George's not in his head, Paul George can be playoff P again. You saw it in Game 3. He wasn't in his head. He played his game. He gave you 31. Can we get more from Marcus Morris? Can Reggie Jackson duplicate what he did in Game 3? Can Nicholas Batum duplicate what he did in Game 3? Can I get Nuke Kennard to make some shots? Can I get Zubac to stop getting in foul trouble trying to guard Rudy Gobert and just play your job? Teron Lue's an NBA champion. He know what it takes to win the NBA championship. Los Angeles Clippers wise up again. Let's get this 2-2 tie and let's go back to Salt Lake City. Let's ride. All right? There you go. I know I'm hyped. I hope y'all hyped. Because these playoffs are getting better and better. So let's go. That's all I got for you. You already know. Hey, by the way, this week, catch me on Snowman in the morning. My man Brian Snow. He done some rebranding. He done some things, and I'm one of the first people he want on the show. So catch me on Snowman in the morning. Cause we talking some old playoff basketball. Best believe, cause me and Snowman, when we talk basketball, it's the realest thing we ever do. We always talk basketball with the realest. We can talk football too, but this is all about basketball. So catch me on Snowman in the morning this week. And with that being said, down at the Playmaker signing off for this Monday's edition of Hoops Talks. I'll catch y'all Thursday. Woo! I hope you guys enjoyed that episode as much as I enjoy bringing it to you. So if you want to stay updated and know when new episodes of Hoops Talks come out, subscribe and follow to the podcast. You can do this on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Speaker.com, or any of your favorite platforms, including iTunes/Apple Podcasts. And for those of you who are listening on iTunes and Apple Podcasts, go ahead and drop a rate and review of the podcast to let us know how we're doing and how we can improve. And for those of you who want to see any other podcasts that we got going on, go ahead and subscribe to our website, theplaymakersblog.com, and you can see all the podcasts that we do. Until next time for Hoops Talk, it's your boy, the Playmaker down there, Silent, signing off.